Today, I'm going to be talking about cards that were once like garbage, but then they were buffed and now they're some of the best cards in the game. So enjoy! Before we get into the video, I do have a Discord where we talk about games like Blocktail, Survive the Night, and more. So if you want to join the Discord, the link to it will be in the description and join if you want. Anyways, back to the video. So I know this video might seem like really random, but there's a reason I want to talk about this. It's because I'm really glad the developers are listening to the community and then buffing trash cards or not really good cards and then making them have a use, even if some of them are niche or even if some of them become overpowered. I'm just really glad. So today I'm literally going to be just showing you a few examples of cards that were once really garbage but now are really good, or just the best cards in general. So I hope you enjoy the video. The first card I want to talk about is Sacrifice. Now, Sacrifice wasn't trash, but it wasn't good either. It was I would say it was near F tier, but not by C tier. So I would say D tier. Now, there's a reason to this. Sacrifice, you gave away 5 of your HP to heal your party by 5 HP. Now, this seems good on paper, but this is only really good for early game because 5 HP in early game meant a lot, but later on for Demo 2, 5 HP was basically nothing, and there's only one copy of this card available, so it just wasn't worth using at all. Now, thankfully, in Demo 3, we got another copy of the card, so now we can heal our party by 10 HP, which might not seem like a lot, but it is a lot, trust me. This card went from trash to I would say in super good, specifically for healer builds or builds with a lot of HP, or that builds just that focus on healing in general. 10 HP to your entire team will definitely be useful to maybe even fights like Hatred, or even in the pit, or just general fights. It was super good, and I'm so glad they buffed it because honestly, Sacrifice might probably be one of my favorite cards. I don't know why, I just like using it. So I'm really glad it's now super good. And hopefully within the new demos that come, we also get more copies of Sacrifice. Imagine having 5 copies of Sacrifice and healing your whole entire party by 25 HP. That would be crazy good. But the next card I do want to talk about is Sacrifice Plus. Now, right as Demo 3 dropped, Sacrifice Plus came with the update, and immediately you could already tell it was a bad card. I think it was you sacrifice yourself and then you split your HP individually with your entire team, and that was just trash. You would basically kill yourself in the game for your team to get 7 HP, which in return you could just use 2 sacrifices and your whole team gets 10 HP and you could still be alive. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I think ever since Demo 3 dropped, Sacrifice Plus has gotten so many changes, and right now where it stands, it's not really the best in terms of healing, but it is super overpowered for one thing, and that thing is reviving. So let's say if your entire team is dead and you use Sacrifice Plus, you can revive your entire team at once. Now, that is crazy good and crazy overpowered, and in my opinion, you don't really use Sacrifice Plus for healing, but you use it for reviving. So if you would want to use a healer type build, you would use 2 sacrifices and Sacrifice Plus and 3 cures to heal yourself, and boom, you have one of the best healer builds. You use Sacrifice Plus to revive all your dead party, and even if one person is dead and your other party is still alive, you can still use Sacrifice Plus to revive the dead person and still heal your other 2 party members. Or if 2 of them are dead and 1 of them are alive, you can revive 2 of them and then heal the other party member. It's just really good. Although I do think it could be changed to make the healer a little bit stronger, it's okay because the revive compensates for it. You guys don't really understand how overpowered reviving 3 people in 1 turn is. And if you have a lot of HP, you're probably almost never gonna die unless you accidentally kill yourself or you just suck at dodging. It's just a really good card for reviving, and I'm just so glad both sacrifices are really good for their specific uses. Now, the next card I do want to talk about, it's not really a card, but it's the Ghostwalker. So, a lot of you might have seen my video talking about the Ghostwalker, and I kid you not, I think a day after I put that video out, the Ghost Walker got buffed and it got a huge buff. So now I'll put the change on screen. It kind of complicates things, but now I'm just gonna simplify it for you guys. But now Ghost Walker gives you 2 guaranteed dodges when you use it. So even though it's still really expensive to use, it's still worth it because like you can still dodge attacks and you can still have the dodge effect. The dodge effect doesn't disappear until you get hit. And when you get hit, it saves you by making you get a guaranteed dodge on any attack. Now that is really good, and honestly, I want to say it's kind of the best sword we have right now as far as Demo 3. It's really useful against Hatred where you don't have to use a Ghost Potion, and I'm finally glad to say it is now a better Ghost Potion. I'm really glad for this because Ghost Walker is also one of my favorite swords, and seeing it suck when I made that video just hurt me. Now, the last card I do want to talk about is SP Saver. Now, as far as Demo 2 and Demo 1, SP Saver is, I would say, like the worst card in the entire game. Now, let me explain. It reduced all card SP moves by 1 SP, which was good and is still good, but the problem is it was too expensive to use and it was just not worth it. I'm pretty sure it cost 6 BP to use, and you can already tell why it was not worth it. And I'm so glad they buffed it in Demo 3. And since they buffed it, it made it cost 3 BP instead of 6 BP to use. Literally, on almost everybody's builds, I see SP Saver being used constantly, and that honestly makes me glad. So I'm really glad they changed that, and honestly, I would say it's better than using Happy SP, honestly. Like, the SP Saver change was so good and it saved the card so much. It's now one of the best support cards that you can use in any build. Like, you can use it for a tank build, a support build, a healer build, a DPS build. Like, literally, it will fit into any build imaginable. Now, there is a reason I want to talk about this. And the main reason I want to talk about this is because I'm just so glad the developers are realizing these cards suck. And, like, right as a new update comes, they buff it or make it usable. Like Sacrifice Plus, they kept changing it over and over again until it found a use and until it was a decent card or good card to use. And SP Saver, Ghost Walker, they again changed it to make it usable. I know so many games where the developers don't even listen to the community or actually play the game, and certain items just stay bad forever. Cough cough, Sonic EXE the disaster. But anyways, the video's not about that game. I'm just really glad they are realizing these specific things are either too overpowered or just too underpowered, and they make an effort to change that. Hopefully in the future they keep doing this, because right now a card I think needs a buff is Bodyguard, because I feel like that card is really trash unless you're in duos. So hopefully they continue with this route and keep buffing cards that aren't good. And yeah, that's basically the entire video. I just wanted to talk about it because I'm just really glad the developers are doing this and trying to make an effort to change stuff in the game. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments, and see ya.